This is Arlo Nugent, the lead listing agent of Blue Chip Realty Group. Now, maybe you came across this video because we have an upcoming listing appointment to discuss selling your home, or maybe we recently met and you're just doing some additional research and came across this on my website. What is my value proposition? Why should you hire me? First, let's begin with the fact that I believe you should only be 1 out of 5 sellers that I work with. I'm not the type of agent that is willing to list every single property that I come across at any price that the seller wants and cross my fingers, say some prayers, and hope that half of them sell. I do not work that way. I never have more than 5 active listings at any given time because I know how much time I have to put into those listings on a daily basis to ensure that they sell. Now, I'm never going to agree to a listing number that I think is unrealistic. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that will tell you from the very beginning, based on my experience, based on the data, everything that's going on in the market, what the realistic number to sell your home is. That way we will avoid doing price reductions and all of these other pitfalls of listing high, doing the reductions, and having high days on market. 1 out of 5. I think that's really important. So when I work with people that have had bad experiences with other agents, the number one complaint is lack of communication. When you hire me, I grant you administrative access to my internal files so that way you know on a daily basis what I'm doing to sell your home. Now, if you don't want to be inundated with the emails, all the boring stuff that's going on behind the scenes, you can check a box and you can receive 1 email every 24 hours and it will tell you a summary of everything I did that day. This way you know that I'm actively working on selling your home. I'm not doing the 3 Ps. Getting photos, putting it in the MLS, and praying. Okay? There's a lot more than that to sell your home in order to ensure top dollar. When you interview me and hire me, you get me. I am not delegating you. As soon as you sign a listing agreement, you're not being handed off to the next person. You will work with me directly the entire time of the transaction. From beginning to end, from big steps to little steps, it will be us. We will be communicating every step of the way. This is really important because there are some teams where a file gets handed from person to person. Now, I'm not knocking it. It's a different type of business model. Okay, there is the transactional broker and then there's the relational broker. The relational broker has a relationship with the client, understands everything from beginning to end. Transactional tends to be exactly what it sounds like, where a file is getting passed from one person to the next and they go through different stages of the transaction. Again, not knocking it, it's just not my model. All of my listings sell. 100% of my listings sell because I only take on 5 clients at a time. I'm not taking on 20 hoping that 12 sell. I'm taking on 5 with the intention that all 5 sell. I will proudly share my statistics, not my team, not my company, my personal listings to show that 100% of the listings I take sell. Now, there are some rare exceptions that I'm happy to discuss, and those would be, for example, there was a job relocation. We went on the market, and either prior to receiving an offer or even after, that the job relocation fell through. And there are those rare exceptions, but when somebody hires me to sell their home and they continue to have that intention to sell their home, I have 100% success rate, and I'm happy to work with you and show you exactly how I do it. And the final reason that you should hire me is because of my short listing periods. The longest listing agreement I will sign is a 30-day listing agreement. I have a time-proven process that's yielded extremely successful results. I know what needs to be done, and I know that I do not need a lot of time to do it. Several agents will look for a 60-day or even a 3-month agreement or commitment from you. That is a lack of confidence. I know my process works, and all I need is 30 days.